Just wanting to take a minute to touch base after the 5th and 6th treatments. The 5th treatment was on the Monday, the 6th treatment on the Tuesday, and we are Wednesday. I'm back home in British Columbia. The weekend went well. I was quite tired, quite fatigued, but I was still able to enjoy some activities with my family, so it didn't completely floor me, but I did notice that I was quite tired, which I did mention on Monday before the treatment, and the nurse mentioned it was quite normal, quite common, especially when they're back to back. The treatment itself went really well. They increased the dosage by another 5 milligrams and extended the length of the infusion by 5 minutes. I tolerated it very well. It was a very positive experience or infusion. Afterwards, I was a little bit wobbly or woozy for a bit longer afterwards, but I would say by the 1 to 1.5 hour mark post-infusion, I'm back to functioning like I would have been prior to the infusion. And then for my mood, it probably over the weekend and after the 5th infusion, I would say it went up to a 4 out of 10, which is probably the highest it's been in years. So definitely appreciating that. The evening, everything went well, and then Tuesday morning, I went in for the 6th and final treatment, which again was extended by 5 minutes and an additional 5 milligrams, which I tolerated well. My blood pressure and everything was just fine, or reacted well. The infusion itself was very positive, very comforting, which then kind of carries through afterwards. That feeling kind of lingers of the positive, and it's kind of difficult to explain, but even though you're slightly disassociated, you're also still in reality, if that makes sense. Talking kind of using strange words or description, but as much as you're in kind of that ketamine realm, you're also very much in touch with aspects of your life and people in it. So it's not, for me anyway, my experience wasn't that I'm just, floating in the clouds and seeing bright things, and like some people have mentioned. For me, it was really about my family and my life and my outlook and my view on everything. And it's almost as if it was thoughts or things that have been in my subconscious or things that have been told to me in the past kind of coming through. So I really appreciated that, and I appreciated how much it came through into reality afterwards with my kids and my family, and still kind of thinking the same way, and still now, even a day post infusion, the last infusion, my thought process has changed, or how I react to situations has changed. It's a very reassuring, hopeful feeling. The thoughts of ending my life and not wanting to be here are few and far between, and I can't even begin to express how relieving that is, because for years I've been struggling with that every day and kind of fighting, almost fighting for my life every day, for my family and my kids, and Obviously, I nearly lost a couple times, but to not have to struggle with that every other minute of the day is relieving, to say the least. And it's really impacted my day-to-day ability to be with my kids and function with my kids and my husband. So I'm very grateful for that. And just that alone obviously made the cost and the time and the energy spent to do these treatments and make it happen was well worth it, in my opinion, for my situation. My mood, the sadness has lifted. It's not, doesn't feel as heavy as it did. It's still there. It's not completely gone, but it's manageable. I can cope with the day, with my children so much easier, without so much effort, which, again, tired of hearing this word, but I'm very grateful for. Now the next step is to see how long it lasts for, and that will kind of decipher what the maintenance or booster program will look like. The nurse mentioned that after about 2 weeks the mood dips a little bit, and then once it comes back up, that's the new baseline. And then once I start to vary from that baseline downwards, that will be when it's time to get a booster on board. And it's anywhere from 2 weeks to 6 to 8 weeks, different for every person. No two people are the same with their maintenance plans. So I'll do another video in a couple weeks to keep whoever's interested updated about how the ketamine is sustaining these positive changes, if at all, and then again with any booster treatments or plan, I'll touch base about those. If anyone has any comments or questions, feel free to message me through YouTube or drop a comment or question below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And if I do get a lot of questions, I'll do another video answering them if they're common questions. And yeah, thank you for watching, and for taking interest and taking your time to watch the videos, and I hope that they help in anyone's journey and anyone's decision and research as they're considering ketamine treatments. Yeah, okay, thank you.